Okay, so here we are back to the ending again. But since we've done things differently during the course of the main game, the conversation here with Maria is a bit different.
Mary?
Wrong again. Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? Maria, I'm done with you.
What do you mean? But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever.
There's a comforting thought.
And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad.
Like you did in the hospital basement?
That's what you wanted.
Now I understand. The problem is, you're not Mary.
No, James. I won't let you. I'll never let you have your Mary back.
Well, here we go. This fight really isn't too bad, even on hard mode. It's kind of another of those endurance battles. If she surrounds you with the moths, or manages to snare you with the tentacle, spin the left control stick enough and they'll go away. Yeah, I didn't get to show it in the first run, but there was the tentacle in question. For those who might be wondering, there actually isn't any kind of special death animation for getting killed by Maria. I kind of thought there might have been, but apparently there's not. So nothing like flesh lips dragging James away. Oh, inopportune reload. And another one. Yeah, so really it's not a difficult fight, just kind of an annoying one. Between the constant storms of moths and Maria's rather spastic motions, this can be annoying. And she can even whip you with the tentacle, which is also irritating. And can do a fair amount of damage, too. And the fact that using the rifle you have to reload after every 4 bullets. The moths are irritating because as long as they're surrounding you, you can't even go into the inventory screen there. She does take more shots than you'd think she'd be able to. But overall, just keep up the basic attack and she really isn't that much to worry about. Go away, you annoying pests. Overall, just don't underestimate the damage things like the moths can do. Her attacks can really add up fast if you're not careful. And learn to count to 4. I seem to keep having that problem. You are such a pest. Nowhere near as bad as the double pyramid head battle, but then what is? What the? Okay, that was bizarre. Let go, let go, let go. Yeah, see, the damage can add up very quickly, especially the strangling moves. Oh, come on, how many more times do I have to shoot you? There we go. So now, as usual, she falls down and we just get our final strike against her.
James.
Let's see here. Oh, what? Really? I can't do the solve a lady in half trick. But my long-standing dream of being a stage magician. Oh, Maria, even in death you ruin my fun. Rampage! So this scene too is different, so I'll just let them talk.
Mary?
James.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not the whole truth. You also said that you didn't want to die. The truth is, part of me hated you for taking away my life.
You killed me, and you're suffering for it. It's enough, James.
Mary?
James.
So now for something completely different. Interestingly, this seems to mirror those strange scenes that are only seen in the CG opening of the game.
Now I understand the real reason I came to this town. I wonder, what was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing. Now we can be together.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill.
The letter, I think, is pretty much the same, other than the
Promised you'd take me there
watery,
again
bubbly
someday.
background there. So
You never
I'll probably
did.
just go ahead and skip ahead here. I'll review the footage later to make sure there's
I'm
nothing
alone
different in the
now.
letter. If there is, I'll show it. If
In
not,
your
see you
special
again during the end credits.
Waiting for you.
And so there you go. That is the second ending of the game, known as the in-water ending. In this one, I'm gonna turn that music down a little bit, because that's kinda grating. Yeah, again, this game seems to have different music depending on which ending you get, and this music is just kind of irritating. So anyway, in this ending, James basically is unable to forgive himself. Even though Mary forgives him, he can't get over what he himself did, and thus, the only answer left to him is to take his own life. It seems that he does so by driving into probably Toluca Lake, from the looks of it, most likely with Mary's body in his car. So, yeah, definitely not the best ending in the game. It's possible it's canon, no one really knows. There aren't really any true definitive references to Silent Hill 2 in any of the future games that point to a canon ending. So, there is that. No one really knows what happened. So, to sum up, in order to get this ending, you need to make the game believe that you don't really care about your life. To do so, keep your health low, don't go into the green too frequently, stay in the red more often, and once you take damage, don't be too quick to heal yourself. There are also events within the game itself that you can trigger in order to gain more points toward this ending. Reading the suicide journal on top of the hospital, reading the message to James inside the Dark Side Neely's bar, listening to the taped conversation with the doctor in the Otherworld version of the hotel. Those will all influence you toward getting the in-water ending. Also, not looking too much at Mary's photograph or letter, but instead examining Angela's knife a lot. That will also influence you toward getting this ending. Basically anything in the game that has to do with suicide, go for it. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about this one. Not the happiest of endings by any stretch of the imagination, but, well, that's Silent Hill for you. Still plenty of more footage to go through, though. More endings to get, things like that. For those who have been wondering, yes, I am indeed going to do the second scenario, Born from a Wish. I'm going to do that after I get through the 4 main endings to the game. So, still plenty to go. It does feel good to be actually back in action here, back to working on these things. It makes me happy to really get back to a normal kind of pattern for the things I do. So, yeah, I've had fun getting back to this, and, you know, hopefully you all enjoy the footage once I get all this edited and posted. That in itself is going to be fun, sorting through all this mess. But hey, you do what you have to do. And so, yeah, second ending get. We've been through Leave and In Water thus far. Still plenty more to do, though. As soon as it gets to my ratings screen. So, yeah, I actually forget what my original rating was, but now I have 5.2. And I also got some extra points for playing hard mode instead of normal. You can always tell I'm the one playing just by the difference between fighting-style deaths and shooting-style deaths. Yeah. And seriously, 226 still wasn't enough on the item department? And didn't clear the boat fast enough and just dropped my controller. Awesome. So, yeah, that's the end of this run. Just have to save my clear data here. And so, there we go, and we're going to get kicked back out to the title screen here. So, that's the end for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this secondary run, and I'll see you again in the third one. Until then, fare thee well.